mistake. That mistake opened up the door for the next mistake that he made. Read, what is that?
And Samson said unto his father, get her from me.
Yeah.
For she pleases me.
She pleases me well. Read.
But his father and his mother knew that it was of the Lord. That it was of the Lord, not of the Lord.
Not of the Lord.
That he sought an occasion against the Philistines.
Yes.
For at that time, the Philistines had dominion over Israel. Then went Samson down, and his father and his mother, to Timnah, and came to the vineyard of Timnah. And behold, a young lion roared against him.
Watch out.
And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him. And he rent him as he would have rent a key. And he had nothing in his hand.
He killed the lion with his bare hand because of the anointing of God that was up on his life. What verse you at? Because we got to skip on over more.
6 verse.
6 verse? Okay. Read.
But he told not his father or his mother what he had done. And he went down and talked with the woman. And she pleased Samson well.
She pleased him well, okay?
And after a time he returned to take her. And he turned aside to see the carcass of the lion. And behold, there was a swarm of bees and honey in the carcass of the lion.
Watch out. Let's go over to the 16th chapter. We're going to wrap it up. Wrap it up now. 16th chapter, the first verse. What did he say?
Then went Samson to a gate and saw there was a harlot.
See, his first mistake, when he got the first woman from the Philistine. Now he's going to make his second mistake. Read, which going to cost him. Read.
And went in unto her. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they compassed him in and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city.
Yes.
And were quiet all the night. Saying,
hey, watch out.
In the morning,
yes,
when it's day, we shall kill him.
Listen, they wait to kill him because he was strong. He had already killed up so many Philistines. And he was a strong man. So the Philistines had to find out a way how they could get him to kill him. So what did they do? It's just like the devil. They set folks up to come talk to you and tell you it's the Lord. The Lord said. And all the time the Lord ain't said nothing. They just setting you up. Read what he said.
And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city, and the 2 posts, and went away with them, bomb and arrow, and put them upon his shoulder, and carried them up to the top of the hill, and therein before Hebron. And it came to pass afterward that he loved the woman in the valley of Sorek.
Listen, watch out. Here come this second love. Here come this other gorgeous woman. Long, pretty hair. Eyelashes that she didn't paint on. Eyebrows that she didn't have to shave. Nails that she didn't have to go get done. They just automatically done. Beautiful skin, no pimples nowhere. I don't know what they see in a Coca-Cola bottle, but she had a shape better than a Coca-Cola bottle. She was the next delight of his heart. She was the next one that took his heart. The very one that would bring him down. Hey God, I see you. I'll show you, said God. Read, what did he say? He sure is quiet in here. What did he say?
Whose name was Delilah.
That's that other fair thing. Oh, Miss Delilah. Although he had all of that anointing, and I believe Samson was a good-looking man. Good-looking. But she didn't care 2 pennies for him. She wasn't studying him. All she was studying that money that they offered her to bring him down. So see, the devil got a way of bringing you down, whether you realize it or not. But listen now, this is second mistake. Messing with them Philistines. Read, what it say?
And the Lord of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, entice him.
Entice him. Listen. Entice him. That's where a lot of these folk walk around here. I heard the preacher say yesterday, carrying the Bible, but the Bible ain't in them. They preaching, but the preaching ain't in them. Watch out. They got a shake comrade, but it ain't the shake of God. Y'all better watch out. Yeah. I heard the man say on the TV this morning, you better be careful who lay hands on you, because the same spirit that they got is going in you when you lift your hand. Good God Almighty. That's why when they know, I know they ain't for real, don't you put your hands on me. I tell you to your face, don't you put your unclean hands on me. You out there committing adultery and fornication, and then you think you gonna come lay your hands on me? Baby, I know God. You better get to know God. You don't have to judge nobody, but just watch their life. The life gonna speak for them. If they are plum trying to grow on an apple tree, you gonna know. If they are orange trying to grow on an apple tree, you gonna know it. Because he said, how can an apple tree bear an orange tree? An apple tree supposed to bring forth apples, not oranges. So you can't speak out the side of your mouth with the Lord on this side, and then you cursing on this side. That's an apple trying to get along with an orange on the same tree. It ain't gonna work. I know they went over y'all head too. Read what it say.
And see where is his great strength lies.
Listen, I want you to intrigue him and find out where his strength lies. Read.
And by what means we prevail against him.
And how we can prevail against him. Read.
That we may bind him. That we may bind him to afflict him. And we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver.
It was 5 of them. He said all 5 of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver if you bind him up and tell us what his strength lies, that we might capture him. Because see, he is the great man of